10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team pick.
Yep. There have been a few occasions where Naga wasn't banned early on, but
10 seconds remaining.
never picked Naga. It's either banned or they just ignored it completely, which is fairly surprising because I think that easily one of his best heroes. My guess is that he's drafting, and I assume being the captain right now, maybe he just finds it a little difficult to focus on a hero like Naga.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Legion Commander!
Dire team pick.
I'm pretty sure while definitely is not enough time to
5 seconds remaining.
adjust completely. There are like some major changes that everyone definitely will be adjusting to, which is pull mechanic that everyone's been abusing, right? The ancient pulling in the mid lane with Rubik and side pulling with Pudge. I don't think we're going to be seeing any I don't think we're going to see Pudge at all. I wouldn't say he's not good. I just think he's not as reliable anymore. Because if you're basically with the pull from the previous patch, things go bad for you in the early game, at least you can fall back onto that. Things go bad for you in the early game now, what are you going to do, right? Is it going to be the Earthshaker? Yeah, WG, yeah. So speaking of the new patch, have you tried placing a... It is blinding, and it also is kind of bugged because it puts out this fog and random projectiles as well. I think you saw, yeah, from that missile.
TNC's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining.
I don't think any of these really do. I think the only one I don't really remember is
remaining.
LC. Oh, what changes about Swarm?
Reserve time.
No.
Dire team ban. Ten seconds.
I don't
remaining.
think Dazzle really had many changes. He got something weird like 50 damage or something like that. For Dazzle?
Time.
And what about LC? Theme.
Dire team ban.
Well, Elsie does have an insane level 25 talent. But it still takes time to ramp up. I don't know how reliable that is.
10 seconds remaining.
Ah,
5
okay.
seconds remaining.
Long con.
Reserve time.
You hear to feed away rapiers. That can't be dropped. I
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
think you're right, actually.
Turn to pick.
At least not Sam H. Maybe Cuckoo? Thinking about it? It's very flexible, though. So early.
Dire team pick.
Crystal.
Okay, wait. So Bounty Hunter actually had a huge change.
TNC's turn to pick.
The Scepter now changes Shuriken Toss to a 0.75 stun, up from 0.1.
Dire team pick.
I think it's pretty decent considering the way Scepter works, right? You track people up and it bounces back and forth. And, I mean, you add up the time, it's... Yeah.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Add like level 2 or something like that.
Devourer.
TNC's turn to ban.
Very... Well, the thing about it is that it's kind of close to a Witch Doctor, if that's like a fair comparison.
Dire team ban.
So it's obviously not as strong as Witch Doctor Stun, but it's close. The range is infinitely further, though. Just, the range.
10 seconds.
And I think he also had a different talent change that increases the
5
shuriken damage as well.
remaining.
And you can also take Spell Amp.
Dire team pick.
Oh, okay, that's the one. It is definitely better. That's the only spell damage. Except for if you buy
10
Dagon.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Silencer.
TNC's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
The Silencer pick might be a little dangerous for LC. Actually, I don't think so. I think the Silencer actually too worrying for TNC. Simply because no one really relies too heavily on, or like there's nothing that really needs to be taken out of to be cast. Grave. And I would say Darkseer Vacuum is the most important one, but he's gonna go for something like Guardian Greaves.
Alchemist.
Interesting. Alright, money, money, money. Yeah, definitely. I think TNC have to play this out very carefully in the early game.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Let me see what the other talent is. 15 magic resist. I actually think 60 damage is the way to go because
It's always really damage. It's always
there's
damage.
There's no magic damage to be resisted anyways here.
I mean, I see any plus damage talent on a support is like a gold talent almost, except better, right? Because you just like you get to neutral faster, you get to farm faster, just hit things. Anyways, it's gonna be a mid LC here and a safe lane Alch, unless they're gonna swap things up, and looks like they might be. Yeah, it's gonna be an Alchemist mid here by Raven. Again, for the fans of the teams that are joining in, this is DACC qualifiers, lower bracket best of 3, and whoever loses is out. So this is kind of a big match here for both of these teams.
So I think something to note is that Lone Druid was ignored. You think the nerfs that he suffered is enough to make teams not want to play him? Because I looked at the nerfs he had, and I actually think it's still perfectly viable.
Well, he's definitely not as strong as before. For teams like Mineski, they have tried the Lone Druid before, but I don't think their success rate is actually very high. Whereas obviously we see TNC play it pretty much time and time again, but yesterday they did drop a Lone Druid game to WG, so maybe the confidence in the hero is a little bit shaken up.
Because if you look at the talent changes that he went through, I would hardly call it a nerf. I mean, you add it all up and it's not significant enough to just have everyone ignore the hero, I feel.
Oh, Ninja Boogie runs right into 3 and the heal bomb is huge.
That heal bomb.
Oh my god, the heal bomb plus the overwhelming odds. The bug's gonna come out.
Is Miracle dead too?
Yeah, Miracle is gonna be going down. Okay.
Cool.
Oh, wait, one more right click. Fairy Fire, and he'll miss anyway.
That was disastrous start for Mineski.
Yep. I mean, you're running offensive tri lane. You cannot do stuff like that. That was super unfortunate. Oh, RR is not playing today. I just realized they have a stand-in. Yaj playing the axe. I was gonna say RR needs to get his blink very fast, and I'm glad they give him a good 1v1 matchup here. Well, it's not even good, but it's just a decent.
I don't even know if this is good. I don't even know if it's decent. I feel like Darkseer just crushes him.
Maybe not level 1. Darkseer also received a heavy nerf, by the way. I'm not sure if you noticed, but his Iron Shell mana cost it used to be 70 at level 1. Now it's 100, which as we know, Darkseer has. I mean, you need to double Iron Shell a lot of times. So maybe with a new nerf on him, maybe Axe is going to have a better time.
That is a very good point. Not noticed that. Think about this new talent he got. 5 vacuum AoE. I think that's pretty cool.
I mean, it used to be like whatever he had was useless. We were saying that a lot of his.
It was 25 in.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that's actually necessary, right? At level 20.
I mean, between that and 10% cooldown reduction, I'm sure cooldown reduction is better. On a Darkseer, I don't think you need the int too badly.
I mean, it depends, right? Sometimes you're in a scenario where the only way for you to win the game is to hit a combo. Maybe that 75 is what you need.
75 is surprisingly like more than it looks for a radius spell.
Also, if you combine it with the level 10 talent of plus 100 cast range, like suddenly you're looking at a very impressive.
Yeah, I looking at Axe's talent, I still have not seen the battle at Hunger DPS.
Yeah, I mean, Axes don't get to level 25. You know, people complain about. People complain about the Lone Druid plus damage talent, right? Have you seen Darkseer's plus damage talent? It gets 120 at 15. Why is there no like Battle Fury Darkseer? That should be a thing, right? SMY Battle Fury Darkseer just like surge up with Iron Shell and start chopping people.
This was buff. Yeah, this was buff because I just played Darkseer today. Played not 120. So this was just buff.
Oh, it is now. Is this a new thing?
It was 90 before. Now it's 120.
Dude, you just take 12% evasion, 120 damage. You get HOD. You get LTOD, right? You dominate the tier creep. And then you just chop people. Judo style.
Karate Master build.
Yeah.
Seems legit.
Checking if there's any other big talent changes. Oh, right. Alchemist got changed when you now get plus 80 unstable concoction damage, which...
Oh, I saw that and I was like...
I think that's more
whatever.
of a support build, right?
Sure.
Support's on it.
I think if you're playing support Alchemist, it's a rough game to be...
You don't think support Alchemist is a thing? So many bounty runes, dude. Alright, next game we play together, I'm playing support.
I'm leaving. I'm abandoning.
You're just gonna decline the party invite.
Alright, Mineski, they pretty much can't mess up this... Or sorry, this offensive tri-lane. I think if they lose anyone at all, they're gonna have to lane swap.
Yeah. I mean, you can make the argument that Miracle and Silencer is okay here. Overwhelming odds going on Jules, and Jules, like you said, cannot die. He's gonna drop a curse. He's definitely gonna die here. One more right click's gonna do it. The question is, how many more are gonna get? They're gonna focus on Reor. Reor does have Grave available. We'll pop it on himself right now, and still working on the bug. The bug, I think. Okay, press the attack. Okay.
What a disaster tri-lane is. And can't really fight into this because they're all level 1 only at TNC. Pretty much the entire team is level... Yeah, the entire tri-lane is level 2 already. That's a significant advantage for this Mineski tri-lane.
Top lane, the call flies out. Yaj deals quite a bit of damage here to Samage. He did pull the wave here on the right side as well, and zoning him out from experience range, so you say this matchup is not bad, or pretty bad for him, but Yaj is actually playing it really well. Look at him. Bowling Samage.
Right, maybe he got lucky with these spins earlier.
Nah, he's just skillful.
Radiant's
I mean, Darkseer goes for the rune, he's gonna get it, but he's losing a lot of experience under the tower.
Surging his way over. He still has that trying to work with at least. Oh, interesting. Took Surge, level 2. Not expected that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Considering that Tim's rotated up here, not gonna help him at all to make this kill happen.
Alright, it's at least zoning him out pretty hard, but it's quite okay, and he's got his arcane boots whenever he wants to deliver it from the courier. Or sorry, not arcane boots, Tranquil boots.
Alright, looks like Mineski are starting to rotate heroes into the top lane. And I'm just hitting level 2. Let's have that combo. Oh, call?
Gonna cancel a TP, and I think with a CM rotation, they should be able to get the kill. Nova is available as well, but obviously the Surge. Maybe if Ninja Boogie swap the order of those spells, they get the kill there. Nova to first force out the Surge and then bite.
I think it's... maybe you're right.
Probably, I mean.
Yeah, if you waited out the Surge, yeah, you actually might have done it. Shrine up, Tim's gets his buff to the mid lane.
Oh, Jay is playing pretty upfront, but he does have the Sentry Ward available, so he does see the Bounty Hunter rotation.
No, they don't know.
Oh, that was
Radiant.
That's the Radiant Sentry. Okay. Tim's coming here. Iron Shell's running very low now, but a couple right clicks is going to be enough here. Jay might need to Astro himself. He's going to try to... Okay, Astro himself. It's going to pop on Raven. Raven will take a little bit of damage if he stands over it. So Jay, cool, calm, and collected. Not going to die to that rotation.
Astral himself. That would have just gotten him killed.
Probably. I mean, they can't stand under the Astro. They probably would take it, you know, way too much damage.
They can always position himself like on his hill and then just kill him afterwards. Putting the or astraling the bounty hunter the right play.
Looks like Ninja Boogie is having more issues. So is Mineski. They're having some issues. Mid lane's doing quite well. Like Jay is actually pretty much handling Raven. So he needs to actually go back into jungle and recover. This is the build that you don't actually see too much. The Grievous Greed max before Acid Spray. I feel like
that's actually a good point. It really weakens his laning phase, but
yeah.
Going into the jungle now.
Cuckoo now gonna go for on Jules here. 2-man overwhelming odds. He's just going in. Jules gonna go down. Miracle can't really do anything for him, and Jules once again, the supports in this lane just way too squishy. I don't actually know what they're supposed to do here in terms of salvaging this lane.
I don't think it's possible, but it seems like they're going to be committing to keeping this lane because I guess they're confident in Axe's ability to get a quick blink dagger.
Well, it's rather I think even if they swap the lanes now, Axe won't be able to stand here too well, and I think they just need to tough it out. Although I still think swapping the lane is probably the way to go, honestly.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Tim's does TP up top, so they are safe for a little. This Dazzle combo is actually really nice from TNC though. A lot stronger than I imagined it would be. Having two melees run on top of someone.
Raven gonna get caught here, and Shay will pick up the kill. Good rotation here by Ninja Boogie, forcing this one. Very, very important.
Like you said, mid lane doing pretty well right now. Since their tri lane is not doing well at all, you might as well just secure the other lanes instead. Definitely the best way to salvage it. You know, despite this bottom lane doing pretty poorly, Eric's still farming a decent amount. So altogether, Mineski aren't doing too bad. Just that their supports are definitely suffering the most for it.
Yeah, and I think these two supports are not exactly the best, kind of scaling into the mid game, so they are in a limited time window in terms of how effective they are, and it's like they're blundering this time frame a little bit. Cuckoo comes forward, eats a swarm to the face, but Miracle's gonna chase
has to be a little careful because it's just him down here.
Yeah, lots of damage. He's gonna use the press attack to get a little bit of HP back. The Buck
I think Miracle might dive this.
Yes, I think he will. A couple more right click. The Nova on the right side is gonna secure the kill. Alright, so Mineski actually get a return kill for once. Nicely done. Good job by Miracle recognizing that he was very far from his tower and all the space to chase.
I think they know that Tim's has been spending all of his time up top. And I guess they're trying their best to either force him back down and bottom, duel, I don't know.
Nice Astro.
Kuku's gonna go down for this.
Yeah, once again, that was...
dies again.
I believe he just TP'd the body block by... Whose creep is that? Oh my god, that's gonna be Jace. He's got Astro soon.
He's got Astro.
Second. There's gonna be Astro.
I don't know if he's gonna be strong enough to kill.
I mean, right click and... No.
Nice attempt.
So I know the thing is about, you know, HOD on everybody, but HOD on the OD, thoughts?
I'm pretty sure I've seen this build already. I think a few ODs have been building this, and it's pretty much become standard at this point.
Okay. I mean, it definitely delays things like your Force Staff, Hurricane Pie, that sort of stuff. So
because it's kind of similar to how, you know how when they played mid OD back then, they for drums and then they built Lake Rider.
Right, sure.
This is like pretty much the drum replacement.
Okay, that's fair. Well, since that rotation to the bottom side, Jay has allowed Raven to caught up in the mid lane quite a bit. Raven does max the Acid Spray, going back for it. And he is highest net worth. A little bit.
Just the standard Alchemist progression, I believe. Give him a little bit of time, and he's gonna surpass everyone, assuming he doesn't chain feed.
Yep. And it looks like Jay once again rotating to the bottom lane to set up a kill here. They're gonna focus on him, but there is Astro available. Okay, there's finally.
Ooh, that was so close.
That got a little bit late here as well. The ult's gonna fly off as well. Miracle will time lapse, getting a little bit of his HP back. They see Tim's moving very fast. Miracle gonna go in for the kill. Rio are trying to pour it out. He will make it home. Miracle now in a little bit of trouble. Sakuchi gonna get him out, as I believe the TP got cancelled, got scared next to Jay. And Miracle has an urn. Now this is something we don't see too often. Like
fighting Weaver build. This is similar to how players were build Spectre. They would buy the urn and phase boots. So it's similar, I suppose.
Miracle now goes forward. And look at his damage. Just with the urn and a Blightstone.
No, Alpha Wolf. You can't feed away your creeps so easily. They changed it so that every creep gives 125 gold now. Oh, that's the Helm of the Dominator.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Alright, Smoke's gonna get bought here on the mid lane. Blink Dagger's available. Astro is being set up, but that Acid Spray is gonna cancel the Blink. Raven's gonna run away. Crystal Maiden, Nova comes in. And again, Axis, Blink Dagger's being cancelled. I think the team really had a bad communication there. I think the Blink Dagger just got revealed as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain they know about it now. But still, he's trying to make setup happen. Walks over a ward though, so and the tower goes down before he can reach it. Hanging around. Kind of surprised that TNC aren't trying to make some smokes happen, considering Bounty Hunter is level 7 already. Oh, pops out Miracle, but I don't think he has enough damage by himself.
Interesting that Sam-H just went for a vac wall combo on the axe. Made an illusion of him, and in fact that has an Iron Shell.
Alright.
Go farm with it.
No, it's dying too quickly, and it's not spinning. One spin.
Alright, looks like they're gonna try to set up a kill now on the Dark Seer, but Sam-H,
Radiant's middle tower is under
very
attack.
diligent, backs off.
Interesting to see, Jay has Rod of Atos queued up.
Yeah. Not exactly something you see too often. It seems like Mineski is looking to be much more aggressive in fighting instead of going for the standard items. Which I think is good, right? You want to pressure the Alchemist.
Get caught out here.
Yep. And that should be a very easy dunk. Oh. Long range stun gets lobbed in. Tim's on the right side here. Does have a double damage.
They have to be aggressive though. Simply because you don't want the Alchemist to farm freely. Or at least there has to be some kind of return. If he's going to be farming, then you need to make sure that the rest of his team is going to suffer for it.
Yep. Or they lose towers, which, I mean, that's kind of what Mineski's game plan is. But checking out on Raven's farm, he's already got the armlet done, and he's also has 2,400 gold in the bank. I don't think Mineski is doing enough a job to slow or shut him down.
I think it's too early to tell. It's only 13 minutes in. I think this is still fine. I think it's when he's like something like 30 to 40% over your core's net worth. That's when you really have issues. Right now, 1,500. That's just greed. Doing people's greed things. Oh, they find out Tim's and another kill.
Yep. Okay, Mineski. Playing aggressively, finding picks. And once Rod of Ato comes out, these picks are going to get even easier. Rod of Ato is actually very good this game, right? Like, good against Surge as well. But obviously, press the attack is get out of jail free card for them.
Well, that is true. It's one-time cast only. It's always nice to just have extra disable. ready, considering they don't have any stuns.
Sam-H does have the mech available. Not too much mana, but does have enough for a combo. Jay, not really too many carries in the world, sends in front of tower and start hitting it.
Radiant structures are fortified.
A lot of heroes rotating in, but no one's really going to step forward here, and this is deny.
Radiant's top tower has been denied.
Do they have? They do have vision on
Blink Duel is
Miracle.
gonna fly out. They need Global right about now. Global is gonna fly out. I think he can time lapse. Okay, Astro. That's gonna mess up his time lapse.
Fighting on top of a shrine though.
The wall is gonna be there. Time lapse and he dies straight up here. And now Jay in a lot of trouble as well. Jay's gonna go down. Not before some dumps are coming out the mech. A little bit late by Sam-H. And now the chase goes the other direction. The tracks are flying out. Shuriken toss. And it's gonna bounce to Axe here. They're still right clicking, trying to cancel his Blink Dagger, but already the team fight has been won. 3 track kills, 2 of them on the cores. And Miracle playing too bold here on the right side.
I think he was actually fine though, because since the global came out, they didn't actually have enough damage to kill him. But right as the duel ends, it's astral. That basically adds even more delay to his time lapse. So even though he ends up time lapsing, it was to a point where he had no life. Whereas if he didn't get astral, I think he actually would have made it out fine.
Yeah, I mean you can't really fault Jay for making that play because that's what he should be doing most of the time. Just in that one particular instance, that Astral was incorrect.
At a very heavy cost. Any more mistakes like that?
Did the Alchemist even show up to that fight?
Very end. He came in and he channeled Unstable Concoction and killed himself.
And then he left.
And then he left.
Oh,
went back to farming.
Yeah. So essentially that was a 4v5. I think if Mineski loses one more of that fight, the game's over. Like that might sound drastic, but I think that's how it is.
I don't think it's that extreme, simply because I think their lineup actually deals very well with Alchemist. Because Alchemist takes much more time than this to get online. Like he finishes a Radiance, that's scary and all, but if finishes something like a Blade Mail, for example, it's still very likely to just kill himself. One call.
I guess I'm just worried that Mineski has gone for all of these very fighting build, like the Urn on Miracle, now the Rod of Atos being worked on by OD. Like these items have a limited shell life in terms of effectiveness. Tim's is gonna get found out here. Blink Call is gonna come through and should be a kill. Frostbite into a. There you go. Yeah, those items aren't gonna be very effective down the line. So the fact that they're not doing a ton with it right now is what concerns me for Mineski.
Yeah, but I think the case with that is, while that is kind of true, it's very small investment versus some of the other early fighting item investments. Like, I guess a good example would be something like Sanj and Yasha. Those are very mid-game investment.
Or like a first item BKB kind of thing.
Right. Those are like 4,000, right? And then they have diminishing returns for something like the BKB. An Urn is only 875 gold investment. All too bad. And for a Weaver, you definitely want those stats. Very, very low on health.
Well, it's definitely delaying that Lincoln's here that Miracle is actually working on right now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's not exactly farming the fastest either. Cuckoo is going to lead the charge here. He does have the Blink available. And he's looking for the Weaver. Checking on the vision. They do see Weaver on the high ground. Should be a very easy duel. At the same time, they don't see anybody else on the Dire side. Blink duel is going to happen. Track's going to fly out. Global, again, allowing him to come through, but it wouldn't be enough. Nice vacuum by Sam-H.
Yeah, he already has the Guardian Greaves.
Yep.
Actually, TP's in. Gotta be careful here.
I think without the Greaves there, and without the vacuum, I think Miracle survives with time lapse and Tsukushi's away. But like I said during the drafting phase, the limited time window between Blink, Axe, till Mantis out comes out on Alchemist, as well as, you know, Greaves coming out on the Darkseer. I think we are starting to get there.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I think the Greaves on Darkseer is actually a very big thing in TNC right now. Because I think just with his vacuum, should be more than enough to survive the silencer global. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you say survive the global. Every time we've seen the global used so far, it's a defensive one. We have not seen the blink axe call to start
he gets
off.
caught out here. Okay. Enough, he's incredibly tanky.
Yeah.
Gonna walk it off.
A 12% evasion though. Where you at?
You were talking about that 100 caster. I was just thinking to myself, I think a level 10 talent that gives 12 evasion is usually most likely the way to go.
Yeah.
Makes you that much more tanky.
I mean, you think of a scenario where Darkseer is in a team fight, generally he wants to stay in the back, so I was thinking cast range would be more helpful, but obviously you're not team fighting 24/7, and the evasion definitely helped as he got ganked there.
You can always bait with it.
Raven, just farming away. He's about to like have 50% more net worth than the OD. I think this is...
Yeah, this is... See, so this is where you really
start to get worried. Yeah.
Sure, looks like you said, timing that Mineski have. I am pretty sure they were worrying right after they lost that shrine fight.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
As the game gets on, I also think Axe's job gets more and more difficult because he needs to fight under Radiance and Acid Spray and tries to initiate, so...
He really needs that blade mill, otherwise they're not going to have damage to kill off this now.
Alright, here comes the smoke, and this could be the very last fight that Mineski actually has a good chance of winning. Ninja Boogie's going to show on the right side. Scan gets pretty much everybody on the TNC side. They see Rior in the front. Do they want to go on Rior? Alright, Rior.
Oh, he dodges the gank. Starts
he's inside a tree.
Yeah, he's...
Do they...
Wait, where's this Astro... Oh. Pathing.
Well, I mean, even if they got Rior, that was just a 5-position support that you 4-man smoke for. So it's like, whatever.
I think it's actually not too bad, because if they kill off the Dazzle there, I think they have a very good, an easy chance of taking Roshan. So it looks like they're going to go for it anyways right now, but if they drop the Dazzle, then it almost guarantees the Roshan.
Blink Call's going to find himself a Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter going to try to TP out there. I think the dunk will get him this time.
Now it's actually to a Roshan, probably. They have vision of TNC. This could be very bad for TNC. Weave gets used as well and completely misses.
Raven just comes back in. I do hear a Rod of Atos on the back line here, and nice stun going on Rior. Rior is going to get dunked. Global's going to come out. This is what I'm talking about. The back wall, though, is going to break things up. The hammer gets dropped here by Jay. The right comes on.
Raven stuns himself.
Yeah, and that's going to be a big deal. Where's the call? It's going to be down in 1 second. Raven taking a ton of damage. Yaj, I think, waiting for his Blink Dagger to be back up. The long Rod of Atos, and he is going to get dunked here. Okay, that's pretty good here so far by Mineski. They are having a much better chance in this fight. And I think with that, they could actually take the Aegis as well.
Yeah, that ward was just team fight winning. It allowed Jay to just wrap around the back and single out the Dazzle, forcing out the Grave on himself, and not too much left for the horse to do once caught out like that.
Yep.
Like Cuckoo and Dazzle both caught out. This Rod of Atos putting in work.
He's gonna scout everybody, but the Aegis has already been claimed by Jay. Oh, Tim's on the high ground. Gets battle hungry, but stay just far away from the Berserker's call. Also, one thing to keep in mind that despite how well the Darkseer has been playing this game, you gotta keep in mind there is no combo with the Darkseer. There's no like Magnetize, there's no Sanking Burrow Strike or
actually there is. Is a
Alchemist stun?
Yes, the Alchemist stun.
I mean, Raven has so far stunned himself more than anybody else. But yes, I agree.
That is true.
That is a combo, and now the Blink is available in the Darkseer. And I guess you could, like, both of these heroes can bypass the global with their respective item output, so maybe that's gonna be the combo.
Raven only 1,000 off of that Manta style. Once he finishes that, it's gonna be a lot more map control for TNC.
Yeah, the illusions himself in particular is not that hard to kill because in particular easily orbit down. It's just that they are just everywhere. That's the annoying part.
Oh, Rior gets caught out by Yaj. This should be a free.
Okay.
Dazzle kill. I think more importantly, with these past like 2 minutes, I think TNC might actually be out of observer wards. Because they placed one at Roshan Pit and it got de-warded instantly. Then placed one now? Or maybe that was a sentry. I'm pretty certain that they're out of observer. They have one deep in the higher jungle, but that might just be it. Alright, Ikuku just gets solo picked off by Jay in mid lane.
He just got 4-shotted. This OD is hitting super hard, oh my god. Well, I kind of doubted his early game to make him items, but he's definitely making it work here.
Oh
forward.
No, and Rior is dead again.
Yeah, they have the Astra on top of him and comes out. Blink call to get one more as well. That's going to be on Anti-Mage. Can you burst him down? Is the question. They commit the freezing kill and they do get Anti-Mage. Mineski seizing the momentum. Yeah, they are just going to run them over. In fact, they could go high ground right now. 21 seconds to the Dazzle, 41 to the Darkseer. And Darkseer is forced to buy back. Mineski, though, ignoring the buyback.
Be careful, he does have Blink.
I mean, they still have Aegis on Jay.
They just back off.
Okay. Buyback's forced. Now
Mineski walking away with a lot there. Darkseer buyback. Tier 2 tower, what was it? Kill Dazzle and the Darkseer?
Yeah.
Actually,
a
before
good half
that,
damage.
they got Cuckoo as well.
That's live.
Yeah, all of a sudden TNC just looking very uncoordinated. Pretty much chain feeding the past 5 minutes.
Raven's
they're gonna get caught again, I think.
Smoke gonna get broken here by Yaj. Yaj calls the Dazzle. Where's the follow-up? The Global's gonna be on top. The Greave's gonna come through. Vac wall. That's gonna
very
be
nice wall.
And that's
feel that combo.
Raven. Oh my god, it is the wombo combo. And oh my, they lose that team fight. It's not even close. Link duel comes back. Jay is gonna Astro himself, but that means he is still gonna get duel regardless. He's surrounded. Okay, he pushes him away. The right.
Wait,
right.
he's still sanity.
Jay, he's fighting like a god. The Jay god's going to work here on the right side. He's now going on Tim's. He doesn't want to walk back into the wall. Raven going on him. He gets Astro. Tim's misses. The Radiant's doing a little bit of work here, and now he goes on the low ground. Jay.
He needs to move his P like right now.
Oh,
wants to have a chance of making it out.
Okay, the vacuum's gonna get him out, but he's gonna go for Anti-Mage.
Anyways,
No, the Radiance misses. The Radiance misses. At it again, Jay. Finally should die here. No, he pushes him back. Raven dropping very low. Can Miracle finish the work? He doesn't want to go for it. It's too dangerous. Oh my god, what a chaotic team fight.
That looks so good for TNC, but I'd rule out the JOD. He does have that Aegis, and you saw how much work he put in there.
Man, everyone
look at this damage.
So well. I didn't see it. Can you tell me the number?
So the entire Mineski team pretty much did close to no damage. Axe doing 1,500 in 3rd place. Miracle doing 3,800 in 2nd place. And then there's Jay, the mega carry, doing 8,300 in that.
So he's like 3 times or 4 times more than his team.
He's like triple his entire team combined.
Yeah. Well. That's, I mean, I'm still worried for them, but top lane, Cuckoo. Lane call, that's gonna find him. Jules a little bit behind here. Press the attack's gonna get him off. Jules trying to catch up here and straight up TP's in the fog. Nicely done.
They realize they can't kill. Yeah, you were saying no Darkseer follow-up? Follow-up.
Yeah, and they both prepped it immediately, right? As soon as the global came out, the Greaves as well as the Manta got used, and then they comboed. If they had not got that 4-man combo off, I think Mineski might just roll them over.
Oh, definitely, especially with the Aegis, the OD.
Yeah.
I think the game is actually. Say.
Well, the crazy, scary thing is that Raven is about to be up 10k net worth over Jay. That's the scary thing.
Yep. But the thing about this build is, Axe having mid lane. Oh, I just realized he's using Shadow Blade. He finds Cuckoo again, and
Yeah,
he's definitely
Cuckoo gets
dead.
caught.
All right, this Axe is carrying right now.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, just with the Blade Mail on Axe versus this Alchemist build, I feel like Axe's damage output alone enough to deal with him. Obviously, you have to call the Axe for that to happen.
Now Mineski, with that one kill, is going to pressure the bottom lane. And all of this is before the Desolator gets finished on Miracle. Desolator is flying out right now as we speak, so it's also going to be a bigger threat in the upcoming team fights.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Is the Alchemist going to get out-carried?
Let's start thinking about Aghanim Scepter choices.
Okay.
Alright.
Bounty
I don't
Hunter?
think any of them are really impressed except for the Bounty Hunter one.
Yeah, Bounty Hunter is pretty good. I mean, we saw these team fights. It can get pretty chaotic, and having a good mini stun and honestly a bunch of damage output is not too bad. I mean, I say the Dazzle is probably at like number 2.
The Dazzle is decent.
Yeah, the Darkseer is also not very impressive. What about the permanent duel? Ever thought of that?
I don't think it's permanent anymore.
Is it not?
The thing about Scepter on LC is that it's regarded as so bad that I pretty much never see it, so I'm not too sure what it does now, but I'm pretty certain that it's not permanent anymore. Okay. I just think it like I think it just blocks out damage from all outside sources.
A true 1v1.
A true 1v1. And
also not what he's looking for.
It increases the dual duration as well.
Yeah. Also not what he's looking for. Because I don't think Cuckoo could true 1v1 the OD or the Weaver right now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
If you catch out the OD and you have Blade Mail, then I think you can.
I suppose, yeah.
Dire's bottom
Other than that, I don't think so either.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Bountiful.
Well, do you think he's gonna be going for that, or do you think he's gonna pick up an armor item first? Alchemist.
Well, he's most likely just gonna go for that.
Shiva's guard.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So what?
Pretty close to it.
Radiant's top
What
tower
is the logic behind the Shivas instead of the ACs? Would you say for the Alchemist?
I cannot remember. There was a very good explanation for it. One gave. Can't remember. But like, if you look at this build, his right click isn't all that impressive, personally, when I look at it. And having the Shivas in combination with the Octarine is just really nice. Makes you a lot tankier because it does slow everyone as well. It reduces incoming damage.
Okay.
Most seem to favor that over AC.
I mean, the armor value
is
it gives you the same, right? Or at
the
least
same.
close.
They're both
Yeah.
at 15.
All right, here we go. Mineski smoked up, looking for another fight. They do have everything available, and this time Miracle does have some DPS on top of his items. They are running through. Yaj has been pretty impressive so far in this game. Let's see if he can find a call. Rior.
Oh, he's gonna find Rior again.
Rior is gonna be right there. Rior breaks the smoke. Rior is gonna. Okay, well, gonna get wrecked. And that's all they get. The waves are pretty pushed out here. Cuckoo's stuck in the trees.
The wave is pretty much right next to the tier 2, so at least they do end up, or most likely will end up taking this tower alongside. Oh, Tim says to be careful. There's a gem on Yaj. He blinks in or walks in. Teams he planning on defending this?
I don't think they should. Yaj.
Oh, Yaj is gonna catch out Tim.
Yep, he does see Tim's, and now it's gonna be the deep output dunk. And now he finds Sam-H. Sam-H needs to grieve. He got Astro. The Lincoln's gonna protect Jay, and now Sam-H trying to run, but the right click, the damage is gonna be there. Global Sign's gonna be used. He runs through the shrine. He barely survived. And I think without the global, Mineski needs to watch the positioning a little bit and back off. Rior charging forward. The blink duel. Lincoln has came back, and Cuckoo really whiffs. The sun's gonna come through on the backline. Raven's in the fight, but Raven needs to back out on the backline.
They still have sanity to clip.
The wall is gonna be good here on 3 or 4 damage coming from the backline. Ninja Boogie grabs
Oh
away.
my god.
And the hammer from Jay. He's forced out to a low ground. He's looking for the dazzle. Not gonna find him. The buybacks are being forced out right now. And Mineski out carrying a core that has way more net worth than them. He just showed good initiation and team play. They call the Alchemist.
Oh, if that guy's here, game's gonna be over.
He pops his ult again. He's gonna be fine on the backline. Rior taking a ton of damage. Will grave himself. The Urn though is trying keeping himself back up. Miracle does have to link in as well. They are being whittled down pretty low. Another weaving drop on these cores here. Glyph is gonna come out. I think they had enough. They're gonna back off for now. Oh, that wall though.
Jay had like 230 intelligence, that ultimate. I think it did something close to 1,200 damage to both the Darkseer and the Alch.
Alright. Tries are invulnerable right now, right? Any new changes?
No, they should be vulnerable. Oh wait, why is this one invulnerable? Oh no, I see. Basic. In order for Shrines to go down.
Mid lane here, Tim's getting caught here by Yaj. Again, Yaj finding a dump. That's gonna be yet another kill.
Roshan's gonna go down. But yeah, the Shrine change is that instead of all tier 2, it's one tier 3. Any tier 3.
Which is not available just yet. I like the change so much.
Alright, so TNC, they are... I guess they feel like they're in this position where their only hope of winning these team fights is for that huge wombo combo. So instead of seeing the Shivas like we normally see, mid lane, feeling invincible.
He's going for a blink.
Instead of Shivas, he goes for the blink so that they can more easily try to hit this combo.
Well, right now as you're dancing around to land that combo, Jay is hitting for, I don't know, close to 400 damage a pop. That goes through armor. Kind of crazy. Actually over 400 damage.
I think the most OP thing is that level 25 talent. Getting 1 extra minute on the skill. It lasts for over 2 minutes.
The key thing is that Cuckoo cannot whiff this Flame Mail duel. And the curse goes on Cuckoo, preventing that Blink Dagger from being triggering. Miracle on the high ground. Melee Rax is being sieged right now. Somebody has to do something about Miracle. The sun will break the link, and here comes Jay Tims. Orbital cannon.
Oh my god.
Dead. And now Cuckoo blinks in. BKB activated, but he misses his combo. Melee Rax just 1 hit away, and Miracle will just clean it up. Okay. Got him. And they're just watching the Raxus die. Ya just walks in. He's in the backline here. He gets the call here on 2. Going on the backline. Jay going on Rior, driving him away
Raven
from the
can't die
carry.
here.
Yep, he's gonna be dead, and that's a dieback. Jay coming back in, and he's just going to work. Oh my god, the hammer gets dropped again. Okay, good combo right in front of the base. But it does not matter as GG gets called. I am so impressed when Jay's played this game.
Alright, the JOD carries hard. Actually, to be fair though,